All right, y'all. So the Black Friday Dokkan Festival banner and a Black Friday Carnival banner are officially out on both global and GP Dokkan. They are the same exact banner. There are some interesting things, including returning characters that are yet again confirmed. Oh, this character will be appearing in an upcoming summon in the near future. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about our these banners are even worth summoning on, which I'm gonna just TLDR that. No, I really don't think so. We'll talk about why exactly. But maybe you could potentially grab some characters with coins. So let's just hop right into it, right? We can go ahead and close this and this. We don't really need that anymore. So the Dokkan Festival banner here. For the featured characters can be Dokkan Awakened into LR. This is where you'll be able to use your free rainbow tickets on global. On JP, of course, we already had the Tanabata banner all the way back in July, so we don't have those rainbow tickets or anything like that. In terms of for global, are you guys still getting that Tanabata banner maybe for Christmas? We can't really say. I don't know what they're gonna do. They probably didn't return Tech UI because then he would have to be available with coins. So I'm gonna say expect the worst case scenario in which you will have to get the Tech UI next same day, right? Which is just like how GP experiences it, but it's just one less opportunity with tickets, so you could see it as a global chat potentially, because there's no free summons for Tech UI, right? So that is somewhat disappointing for sure. However, this banner itself, like the characters on there aren't bad. You know, I think Physical Topo definitely not what he once was, mostly because of his restriction though, but I wouldn't really recommend that guy. Beast Gohan still really good. AGLR Broly still really good. We have the Blue Falcon Goku and Evolution Vegeta, still pretty good characters. I think Tech Gohan is still good. Future Gohan, you can definitely get away with them. I've seen he's not like a bad option. These two suck though. Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I've seen people use him on the Super Saiyan Trio team. I don't think he's anything crazy, but you know, he's there. In Androids, pretty mediocre at this point, right? I would definitely say that. The banner's not really great though, you know, in terms of like, oh yeah, this is a must summon banner. Definitely not, especially considering that a lot of these, like half the good characters are pretty much just easy A characters, right? You know, that have been featured for multiple times and will continue to be featured multiple times in the future. The biggest thing though, I know a lot of people are going to be asking, not only for Beast and Broly, but for the, we'll talk about that in a bit, but for Gammas and Gogeta, should I grab these guys with coins? For those characters, I'm going to say no. And the reason why is because they should all be back during the next anniversary. Keep in mind, Global Players' 10th anniversary, since we're synced now, is going to be January 28th. That's, well, the 26th, but the banner's dropping like on the 28th, essentially. So you gotta keep that in mind, because of the fact that these characters are going to return. Beast Gohan, Broly, Gogeta, and the Gammas, they always have returned the anniversary characters back on the next year's anniversary banners. Will they break that trend? I doubt it. I'm thinking that these guys are going to be not coming back anytime soon. Well, I guess they're going to be coming back soon. I said the opposite of what I was thinking. I'm kind of silly sometimes to be like that. Now, what I will say though is there's a lot of people asking me about Cell Max. So Cell Max, this is the first time he's featured back. He's available with 500 Carnival coins. And a lot of people are like, hey, should I get this guy with Carnival coins? I'm gonna say it's not a terrible decision to do that, because on the Super Bosses team, this guy could be really good. Except the fact that Super Bosses is not really in the greatest spot right now. Like, you know, post Worldwide, this team has kind of pretty aged, unfortunately. Physical Goku Black isn't crazy, you know. Physical Super Easy Goku Black is pretty much just raw defense at most. He's hitting like 2 million defense. AGL DBS Broly could still put in some work offensively, especially, but defensively, he's also not what he like really once was, I would say. Cell Max, you know, he's still really good. you could use him on the uncontrollable power team of Int Broly. I believe this guy should be on uncontrollable power, so he's a really good option there for the movie bosses. So I don't think that it's like the worst option. It does suck that this guy doesn't get his full active skill until turn 6 in that team, though. That's the only unfortunate thing. I think it could be good. I just feel like you probably are better off saving your coins regardless, though. Just for, let's say, next year when Worldwide comes back around, then you can get the 10th anniversary carnival characters with coins in case you don't grab them with pity or get lucky with them during the anniversary. Because at this point, Cell Max he's still a good character 100%. I'm just not gonna say he's like a must grab character for 500 coins, considering that, you know, he was available on his original banner for 200 coins. So I don't know. I'm gonna think no. This is the first time Omega has returned on both versions, like featured on a banner. Because if you take a look here, the last time he was featured was his own banner. Anyways, don't grab him. I just wanted to point that out because that was silly. Now, let's talk about the characters that are stated to be returning in the future. If you noticed, you know, I have a keen eye right here. Certain featured characters will be available again in the near future on the Dokkan Fest banner specifically. The Carnival banner does not state that. And by the way, in terms of using stones on these banners, do not do that. 100% don't do that. Again, anniversary soon. And this coins mostly no. I mean, if you really want Cell Max again, that's all. That's the last thing I'm going to say about that. We get to go ahead and take a look at the in-game news. This is both on global and GP. Fighter awakened amid chaos, Super Saiyan Broly, and intimidating aura that tolerates no evil Topo, who are available in the summon event, will also become available in summon events that are scheduled to become available in the near future. Then, it's the same thing on the JP version. Again, the Broly right here, and then the Topo. They're confirmed to be returning soon on both JP and Global. Now, if we take a look at Topo, he actually already did return on the JP version. He actually returned on Roshi's banner, right? If you take a look here, bam. But on Global, they put essentially they did a shift. They put physical Rose on UI's banner instead of Frieza. Then they put Frieza on Roshi's banner instead of Topo. But then they were also returned Rose on both versions at the same time for the Slug banner, when that would have been the spot that Topo should have been in realistically. So I'm thinking, again, they just are gonna have both versions keep the same banner, like that are coming at the same time, which is fair. I think that's just so people don't honestly just be like, oh my goodness, we got shafted with the worst banner, you know? So Topo is probably just gonna be on the next Dokkan Festival next week. Broly, I don't know why he's returning. I could not tell you. I was expecting Topo to return sooner than later. Okay, so Slug's banner obviously didn't have any featured LRs. If we go ahead and take a look here, again, there was no LRs characters that were on Slug's banner. Sometimes they put like an extra like character as an LR banner on these Dokkan Fest. That was when they were only 7 characters though, and then that LR just counted as an 8th character. It was super annoying. Now the Dokkan Fest are 10 featured because there's pity, which I definitely will take that. So it's possible that they have Broly on that next Dokkan Fest, because it's like, okay, Broly is gonna of course return on a Dokkan Fest banner, most likely. So then the next Dokkan Fest is the one next week. Then after that is New Year's. They could return this guy for New Year's. There is the possibility. I was thinking about this because I think that GT is also possible for New Year's. But someone brought up to me, they're like, what if we get Fury Broly versus God Vegeta for New Year's? And then this Broly returns on that New Year's banner. It's not impossible. Now, they say specifically this summit event, and then Broly and Topo will be available in summon events scheduled for the future, right? Let me actually bring up the Rose announcement, because if they specifically said summon event for Rose and not summon events, then, you know, that kind of tells you it's like, oh, well, you know, That was that. Where is, I need to find the slug banner announcement here. Yeah, here it is. Let's see. What does Rose say? It says summon events too. I don't think it's gonna be multiple banners. Okay, so we'll see. Maybe the next Dokkan Fest is like a Fury Broly or something, and then they're like, yeah, because we know that there should be another Broly kind of character upcoming soon. Because Tech Paragus, another character where they're like, oh, he's easying sometime in the near future. Like, they keep using that term recently. It's a very silly. I do prefer having the knowledge of this ahead of time, of course. Like, that's definitely very helpful and very good for them to be communicative about that. But now it's like turning gears in my brain. What's going on? But that's why I was thinking like we could see like a Fury Broly soon, because that Tech Paragus still has to Easy A. So along with that, there's also like the Broly movie sub Easy A's that never got their awakening. Very odd. Like if there's like gonna be a super Easy A for Broly, I don't know what there would be at the top of my head. We got STR Broly. I mean, they could do, I mean, because it's like physical Broly here, and then of course like after that we didn't really get a Broly until the STR Broly. So you know, it'd be kind of weird to just give physical Broly a super easy or something. I mean, I don't know, we'll see what happens. But that's all the important information about these matters. Again, TLDR, skip. Pretty much don't use our coins unless you really want Cell Max. Mostly outside of that, I would say save. Thanks y'all for watching though. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.